Alright, well, kind of a fun one. Don't mind my hair, I just got back from up north, as you guys saw. We were doing some trail clearing and stuff like that. But I have the Argo at my house. Don't know if you guys remember, but I cut that little trail down by the tree down there. And I want to use the Argo because, for one, it floats. Like, it is amphibious, it goes both land and water, but it has tracks. So I want to drive back and forth over that and see if I can compact that. Otherwise, I'll take the tracks off, drive over it with the tires, and like drag it and do whatever I have to do, hook the winch up, let the Argo sink and just kind of drag to clear some of those cattails out a little bit better. So we're gonna see which way works. It's gonna be an experiment. I got my boots on because I'm fully expecting to get stuck and have to come out and winch to the tree to get myself out. So for those of you that don't know what an Argo is, this is an Argo. Now this is a nicer one. It's still actually, I think it's 7-ish years old, 7, 8 years old, something like that. This is an older one, but it's still really nice. So we got the 8-wheel Argo, and we have the old style tracks, which don't do anything in the water. Like, it's almost impossible to put it in the water and actually float with those tracks on. Or not to float, you will float, but it's almost impossible to like steer and drive and have control over it. So if you look at the tires, they're actually a paddled tire, and that's to take off and go in the water that way, and then that's your propulsion and your turning and your steering and everything like that. This one's the Argo Scout. We love this thing. Like, I mean, it's dirty, I'll probably clean it up and everything like that, but you got your 2 little plugs right there. It's all chain drive. Like I said, we have the tracks on this one. All 8 wheels do drive, which is nice. So even if you get like that tire stuck, you have 3 other ones on this side that if they have traction, they're gonna grab and go. I think this one's a Kohler, like 16 horse or something like that. 3,500 pound winch on the front, auxiliary lights, brush lights. I mean, this thing is awesome. We freaking absolutely love this thing. As you guys saw with our land, it's really wet up there. So this is like, we tried a 4-wheeler and we did a 4-wheeler for a while. Oh, look at all the pretty allergies that are flying in my face right now. It looks like it's snowing out. That's just seeds from the trees. But we love this thing. We had a 4-wheeler before. It was a great machine, I'm not gonna lie. It was an Arctic 700, and it was an absolute great machine, but it would get stuck if you didn't know where to ride. So this thing doesn't matter. You drive through everything. Like, you kind of saw in some of the videos, we drive over huge brush thickets, everything like that. There's a reason that they use these in like Alaska and down south in the swamps and things like that, because they're amazing for that type of stuff. So we'll leave the tracks on to go out there, because I can just kind of, I got my boots on, I can walk up and throw on the winch if we get stuck or something like that. We'll see how that goes. I might take the tracks off and just go play out in the puddle, the puddle, whatever, and just go for a little play. Maybe do a little drive. It is all registered and everything like that. So, I mean, you can take it through the ditches, you can do all that. It's not like a big Baja vehicle. I think our top speed on this thing is like, with the tracks on, I think it does like 18 or 19, and then with the tracks off you do, I think, like 24. It's not a super high speed vehicle, but it's a go through everything. We call it our little mini tank because it looks like a little mini tank. And when I say it goes through everything, it goes through everything. It's been stuck twice since we've owned it. It's gotten stuck, and like I said, we've owned it for about 7 years now. So you really gotta try to get this thing stuck. So we'll go out there and we'll, I guess, see if we can push down some of these cattails without destroying it too much. Oh gosh, we got the whole family out here. We're gonna see if Brandy can do it without throwing up. It's really jerky, like really jerky, because it's chain drive. So when you turn, it like, if you want to turn right, it stops this track. So it's like, it's like driving a tank. You like it, buddy? Just tanking around. Gotta make sure I can do this without getting stuck. Maybe I should go backwards first.
Are you going in and
Maybe I should go backwards first. No, not like all the way out, because I bet you it doesn't even get stuck. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Oh gosh. I'm gonna set you guys up on a thing here. Hold on. Okay, so Odin's not a big fan of the going in the water part, which I can't really blame him. It gets a little sketchy, like you're gonna tip over, but it's doing exactly what I want it to do. And it's knocking all that junk down. So I'll go out there by myself and just kind of stir it up and tear it up. It also stinks really bad. Was that fun, buddy? Yeah, but you just kind of don't like it too much. Yeah, it gets a little scary. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. But he wants to just drive around, so we're gonna drive around the yard and stuff like that and just have a good time. This is gonna be Odin's segment, so I apologize in advance. Here you go, buddy. Back in the water now. So this is why we love this thing. Like, look at, okay, put it in gear. I mean, you can see it just trudges right on through, no problem. I mean, it went from floating to grabbing traction to going in the water. I love this thing. I absolutely love this thing. I'll put it out in the water so you guys can see what I'm talking about by, like, you don't get traction in the water with tracks on. Alright, so this is the last little bit of ground I have. Floating bog that I have is right here. So let's get ourselves out. So I'm floating right now. I am floating right now completely. So yeah, I'm floating. And this is what I mean by we don't have good steering. I'm hopefully gonna be able to get it back without having to paddle myself in, but oh yeah, we're going. Oh yeah. Just took a little extra effort, that's all. That's all, but we made it, no problem. Well, heck yeah, that is much better than it was before. Now it's broken up in there, cleared out. I'm going to actually put that in one more time to clean this all up. And then I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna take the tracks off. And then we'll go out in the pond and I'll kind of show you guys exactly what the Argo does and why it's, aside from the clear, obvious, like it can drive through everything. Like it drives through this, it drives through everything. Doesn't matter if this was thickets or whatever, like I could literally go drive through those woods if I wanted to. I absolutely love this thing. So I'm gonna go clean the tracks off in the water, get it back up, take the tracks off, and then put it back out in the water and kind of show you guys the fun of owning a boat tank, I guess. Well, I got the tracks opened up here. So just to kind of show you guys what it is. So there's rods that connect the tracks. And to secure those rods is a little collar and a set screw. You loosen up that set screw, you take a punch, get it in there, you punch it out, boom, 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 or boom, boom, boom. Whichever way, once you break really that rust and corrosion around the collar, it ends up, you just put a pliers on there and pull it straight out. And then you just back out of your tracks. Super nice. It can be kind of a pain in the butt if you don't have like the right size punch or anything like that, or if you get a rod and collar that's super corroded. But it's not too bad as long as you get stuff that isn't super corroded. Like if your rod was like this one, see how corroded that is? That would suck. That would absolutely suck to have to try and punch out. You'll get it eventually, but you might have to put some PB blaster and stuff on there in order to get that one. But I got the tracks off. Well, they're not off, I just got to back up. I'm going to back out of these and then we'll go play in the water. I'm going to see if Brandy or Odin want to go float in the water and just do some more playing, because I literally just want to play. It's fun. It works out really nice. You just literally back out of the tracks. Now we're down onto our tires. And the nice thing about the tires is it makes the ride a lot smoother. It's way less bumpy because obviously they're absorbing way more of the shock, and turning's easier, things like that. It's just, I don't know, it's a little bit smoother ride. So obviously we got the tracks off. Let's go in the water. Such a more smooth ride. Oh god, here we go. You definitely want to sit in the middle of this thing though, because it's like a boat. Ew, you start to get a little off balance here. And I want to iterate something. It is by no means fast in the water. It's meant to, like, you can go in the water, but then you can get out. There was a turtle right there. I think I caught that on the camera too. There's a turtle right there. I don't want to disturb this too much because we do have like 3 or 4 sets of nesting geese in here, 2 sets of nesting swans, and then like 5 or 6 sets of nesting ducks. So like I'm just gonna spin around in here a little bit, make it fun, kind of see what we have underwater, because I've never actually been able to like see down in the water, and I want to check that out because for some reason the ducks and birds love it in here. So I'm assuming we have a bit of like sago and good underground vegetation for animals. Oh wow, yeah, look at this. Hold on, look at this. We have lots of underwater vegetation. I don't know if that's coming through on the camera, but yeah, we got lots of underwater vegetation. And this thing sits low. Like, it sits really low. Heck yeah. Wonder why the birds love it in here so much. We are filled with food for them. Absolutely filled with food. Pretty dang good, huh? But I'm gonna load this awesome thing back up in the trailer. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was just a random middle of the week type video and it wasn't super long, but it was fun. Like showing you our Argo, showing you something that we absolutely love and enjoy and has made a huge difference for us in terms of how we utilize our land, how we're able to get out to our land, and just family fun. Like we use this thing ice fishing. We use this thing, I mean, just about everything we do, we bring the Argo with us. Because you can go on land, you can go on water, it's great for ice fishing. As you saw, it climbed right through the mud to get back out of here, and that wasn't even with the tracks on. With the tracks on, it's even lighter on the mud. So, like I said, it was just a short, quick little video for you guys, something in the middle of the week, something that was really fun to show you. And I mean, it did what I wanted it to do. I took care of the path out there. So I guess that's pretty cool too. I got something done that I've been wanting to do for a while. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn those notifications on so you can see when these middle of the week videos come out. I typically upload Sundays at 3 p.m. But I mean, sometimes I do a little bit of extra stuff and sometimes I just want to throw out a video for you guys in the middle of the week. And you're not going to know that unless you turn that notification bell on. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye,